Minash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Which means, O Allah, I seek your protection from the accursed Satan, and I start with the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. Translation and meaning of Surah number 57. The name of the Surah is Al-Hadeed, which means the iron. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. All that is in heaven and earth glorify Allah. He is the Mighty, the Wise One. His is the sovereignty in the heavens and earth. He ordains life and death and has power over all things. He is the first and the last, the visible and the unseen. He has knowledge of all things. He created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and then mounted his throne. He knows all that goes into the earth and all that emerges from it, all that comes down from heaven and all that ascends to it. He is with you wherever you are. Allah is cognizant of all your actions. His is the sovereignty in the heavens and the earth. To him shall all things return. He causes the night to pass into the day and the day into the night. He has knowledge of what is in the hearts of men. Have faith in Allah and His apostle, and give in alms of that which He has made your inheritance. For whoever of you believes and gives in alms shall be richly rewarded. And what cause you have not to believe in Allah, when the apostle calls on you to have faith in your Lord, and He has made a covenant with you, if you are true believers? It is He who brings down clear revelations to His servants, so that He may lead you out of darkness into the light. Allah is compassionate and merciful to you. And why should you not give in the cause of Allah, when He alone will inherit the heavens and the earth? Those of you that give of their wealth before the victory and took part in the fighting are not equal to those who gave and fought thereafter. Their degree is greater. Yet Allah has promised you all a good reward. He has knowledge of all your actions. Who will give a generous loan to Allah? He will pay him back twofold, and he shall receive a rich reward. The day will surely come when you shall see the true believers, men and women, and their light shining before them and in their right hands, and a voice saying to them, Rejoice this day. You shall enter gardens watered by running streams, in which you shall abide forever. That is the supreme triumph. On that day the hypocrites, both men and women, will say to the true believers, Wait for us, that we may borrow some of your light. But they will answer, Go back and seek some other light. A wall with a gate shall be set before them. Inside there shall be mercy, and out to the fore the scourge of hell. They will call out to them, saying, Were we not on your side? Yes, they will reply. But you tempted yourselves, you wavered, you doubted, and were deceived by your own wishes, until Allah's will was done, and the dissembler tricked you concerning Allah. Today no ransom shall be accepted from you or from the unbelievers. Hell shall be your home. You have justly earned it, a dismal end. Is it not time for true believers to submit to Allah's warning and to the truth He has revealed, so that they may not be like those who were given the scriptures before them, whose days were prolonged, but whose hearts were hardened? Many of them were evildoers. Know that Allah restores the earth to life after its death. We have made plain to you our revelations, that you may grow in wisdom. Those that give alms, be they men or women, and those that give a generous loan to Allah, shall be repaid twofold. They shall receive a noble recompense. Those who believe in Allah and His apostle are the truthful men, who shall testify in their Lord's presence. They shall have their reward and their light. But those that disbelieve our revelations and deny them are the heirs of hell. Know that the life of this world is but a sport and a pastime, a show and an empty want among you, a quest for greater riches and more children. It is like rain, which causes a plant to grow. The tillers rejoice in it, but when it withers and turns yellow, soon becoming worthless stubble. In the life to come is a woeful punishment and also forgiveness from Allah and His pleasure. The life of this world is but a vain provision. Therefore, vie with one another for the pardon of your Lord and for a paradise as vast as heaven and earth, prepared for those who believe in Allah and His apostles. Such is the grace of Allah. He bestows it on whom He will. His grace is infinite. No misfortune can befall the earth or your own persons, but is recorded in a book before we bring it into being. That is easy for Allah, so that you may not grieve for the good things you miss, or be overjoyed at what you gain. Allah does not love the haughty, the vainglorious, nor those who being niggardly themselves enjoin others to be niggardly also. He that gives no heed should know that Allah is self-sufficient and worthy of praise. We have sent our apostles with clear signs and brought down with them scriptures and the scales of justice, so that men might deal with fairness. We have sent down iron with its mighty strength and diverse uses for mankind, so that Allah may know those who support Him, though unseen, and support His apostles. Powerful is Allah and mighty. We sent forth Noah and Ibrahim and bestowed on their offsprings prophethood and the scriptures. Some were rightly guided, but many were evildoers. After them, we sent other apostles, and after those, Isa, Jesus, the son of Mary, Miriam. We gave him the gospel and put compassion and mercy in the hearts of his followers. As for the monasticism which they invented themselves, for we did not prescribe it for them, seeking thereby to please Allah, they did not observe it faithfully. We rewarded only those who were true believers, for many of them were evildoers. Believers, have fear of Allah and put your trust in His apostles. He will grant you a double share of His mercy. He will give you a light to walk in and will forgive you. Allah is forgiving and merciful. Let the people of the book know that they have no control over the gifts of Allah, that these gifts are in His hands alone, and that He grants them to whom He will. Allah's bounty is infinite.